keep.
One of my cousins, that's what she called her vagina. It's a Canadian honor.
Canadian honor. She liked those Mounties.
The chunter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I kicked her in the chunter.
I'm a chunter!
No. She's from Quebec, not Arkansas.
Quebec.
You gross.
Bapanada, and welcome to the Games That Made Us podcast. I'm Brent, and I'm joined as always by my good friend Kirk. Say hi, Kirk.
Say hi, Kirk.
And we're joined as always by our good friend Benny. Say hi, Benny.
You insipid dork. Jesus. Jesus.
I had that one locked and loaded.
I love you so much.
Bapanada. Oh, hey guys.
Away.
How are we doing? I want to talk about a game.
Okay.
I'm not, and just no foreplay. Like fucking wham bam, thank you, ma'am. I got something to talk about.
Chafing and everything.
I have been playing so much Suikoden. It's so good. Oh my god.
Is that the remaster, like the 1 and 2 remaster?
I haven't touched the remaster yet. I'm gonna buy it. But I've been playing just the original PS1 ROM. Instantly, just like fucking first hour, it's right up there with Chrono Trigger for me as like my favorite like pixel JRPG. We're gonna talk about this game, so fucking strap in. It's so good. It's so good. I love Suikoden. The music's great. The characters are great. There's no fat. There's no fat on this game. It is just like straight to the point. It's exactly the same shit that I praised on Chrono Trigger when we talked about Chrono Trigger. It doesn't fuck around. You go where you want to go, and by the time you get there, you're the level that you need to be for the thing that you need to do. It's awesome. And I don't understand why I haven't heard more people talk about it. It's so fucking good.
I think it doesn't appeal to the American sensibility for JRPGs in the same way. I think maybe it's a little bit, maybe the cast is too big in any of the given games. I know that
huge.
Suikoden 3, which is actually a favorite of mine, that we probably will have to cover at some point, and I hope that no one... I think it's kind of a divisive title in the franchise.
Yes.
But I wonder if that's part of it, like the cast, because otherwise they're generally pretty fun.
Yeah. I will be there soon, because my intention is as soon as I finish this one, I'm going to start 2. And then as soon as I finish that one, I'm going to start 3. Because very rarely do I ever enjoy a game a lot and then also go, oh shit, there's like 6 more of these to go. Like I can just keep going. But I've been playing a lot of Suikoden. It's super fun. It's a great, especially for its era, it is a great, like pick up, put down, like short play session game, because it always kind of like tells you where you need to go next, which is crazy for the era. And like some of the just like game design stuff. I was watching an interview with the
that was what I liked about Lufia 2, by the way.
I love Lufia 2. That's a great game. But
I'll have to talk about that one.
Yeah, that is one that we should put on our list. But I was watching an interview with I can't remember his name, but the director for Suikoden, and he was talking about how one of the things that they did was if you walk the same direction, the encounter rate goes down. But if you walk round and round, the encounter rate goes up. Because it's like, well, yeah, if you're walking in a straight line, you must have somewhere you're wanting to go. So you don't want to be interrupted by random battles. But if you're walking in circles, you're probably grinding.
That's fucking smart.
And I'm like, fucking finally. Like, and I say about a game from like 1997.
That's... Wow, that's so intuitive, though.
Right. And I'm like, oh my God.
Square Enix needs to take some notes from these guys.
Right. A JRPG director who actually played JRPGs.
It just would have been Square at the time.
That's true.
Squaresoft.
Squaresoft, that's true.
Squaresoft.
And then
Squaresoft.
Square.
But yeah, so apparently Konami, out of nowhere, created maybe my favorite JRPG series? I don't know. Weird. And then I've also been playing a lot of Pokemon Sapphire because I realized that I'd never played either of the games out of that generation. What is it? Sapphire and Ruby?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Because then they remade those with the 3DS. It was Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby.
Yeah. So I realized I'd never played any of that generation.
Omega Ruby is, in my mind, the best Pokemon game, period. And all stop.
I'm really enjoying Sapphire, so I could see that. But I mentioned that I would probably be picking a Pokemon game. This won't be yet, obviously. This isn't. But my daughter's been really, really into Pokemon lately. She just beat ZA, and she's about halfway through Let's Go Eevee. So
yeah, but just really quick though, Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby is the last of the Pokemon games where it still has that very familiar legacy top-down style.
Yeah,
where before they went to a full-on 3D over the shoulder third-person shenaniganery. Not that X and Y were bad. It's just the first deviation away from what was the original Pokemon started after Ruby and Sapphire.
X and Y are fine. I don't. The thing with Pokemon in general, right, is that it's none of them are bad games, but they stop kind of making it worth my time to play new ones a while ago. Kirk.
Yes.
What have you been playing recently, sir?
I think I might have mentioned it in a previous episode that Vampire Survivors and Balatro got together for a little collab. And I finally got around to playing that. It is a lot of fun.
So hard. So hard.
If anyone knows how I play games, I have to especially if I'm really interested in it, I have to master it. I have to get every achievement, and I did.
Oh, Jesus.
Pat myself on the back. I have all the achievements again. And Vampire Survivors, along with unlocking all the characters. I have all the secrets unlocked. I have all the collectibles
You're
unlocked.
A nut.
There's so much.
There is so
intense.
Much. It's so deep.
I am very fucking good at that game, though. But
I believe that.
It's such a good goddamn game.
It is so good. And free. Again, just holy shit. The amount of sales that they probably get just from these collabs and just getting people interested. It's Castlevania did. Well, I think Castlevania was paid though. Yeah. But getting all these other people involved, and then vice versa. Jimbo has been getting interested in introducing Vampire Survivor stuff into Balatro and whatever. It's. I love that because it's really fostering indie developers coming together to bring themselves up. Well, especially in a time where AAA titles just continuously fall flat on their face. And then releasing the shit for free half the time, too.
They're going to self-sustain. They're going to have people like us and people way bigger singing their praises constantly for doing right by the consumer, by the people that love their game. Because I can pretty safely say that the three of us adore that game.
Yes.
And as long as they keep treating people right, even if they occasionally charge for stuff, we'll be that much happier when they do. That'll be fair with all the free stuff they give out. If they occasionally have massive content things that cost a couple bucks, I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to sustain them.
The DLC has never been more than $3-4.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm happy to give them
best value in gaming
to sustain
Vampire Survivors.
Yeah.
Oh, I was kind of I figured Jimbo would be kind of a secret badass character. Yeah. He's kind of a starter character for the DLC, and he's okay. And I'm totally okay with that, but still, it's just.
I love, by the way, that every time Balatro wins an award or whatever, they have the actor who's in the
Jimbo actor,
who's Jimbo in the Jimbo mask come and accept.
Yep.
I love that fucking local funk is nah, I'm not doing this shit. I'll send a guy.
Well, the guy who does I think really comes across as like has that creepy factor.
Yeah.
He does it so well.
I love how like it is that comfortably creepy thing that I love
Yes.
in video games. Like it's the same reason why I like Limbo so much.
It definitely has a good, cute, creepy balance.
Yeah.
And it's weird because you play Balatro and you think that something horrible is going to happen, and then something horrible never happens. It's like that. What's that? There's a game where you're playing on a makeshift Game Boy and you got to play these little mini games, but then things start to break apart in the background. And then suddenly you're given a shotgun to defend yourself while you're playing a Game Boy. Can't remember the name of it, but Portaboy, I think.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but you expect that the entire time from Balatro, and then it just never happens. It's just a good game, but just the way it presents itself, it really is atmosphere to its very pinnacle. Like to trick an entire audience into thinking that something bad is going to happen, but then nothing ever happens.
That's excellent
Oh
storytelling.
my god, it's amazing, and it's a fucking card game. Like
The ability to convey a narrative in that way is impressive.
mm-hmm.
Right.
So
Sorry, our buddy JJ is headed this way,
okay.
so he might make a appearance on this.
Okay.
Do you have another mic for him?
No,
We
but
can
we can share.
snuggle.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
He can put his giant, well-maintained beard on my face. It's fine. He does take really good care of
He
his beard.
does. He's way better at it than I am.
Yeah, that's why I keep cutting it back, is because I can't.
Yeah, I'm not that level, with
Dude, and then when it
beardsmen.
gets long and and the more you put oil in it and you go to the gym and then you're running and it's fucking just...
Yeah,
I break out so bad sometimes. It sucks.
We're gonna have a guest.
Yeah.
guess future. Hang on, I have to.
If I'd known, I would have brought my other XLR
I
mic.
would have grabbed my strap on. Like,
If I would have known, I would have brought lube.
Brought the microphone condoms.
So besides the Vampire Survivors,
Yes, sorry.
just also real quick, Helldivers, of course. Everyone knows if you watch my TMIGs, I've been really consistent with that because I believe Arrowhead keeps making the right decisions.
Yeah,
Like right now in game, we've basically turned the Democratic Space Station into a Death Star, and we are
Nice.
actively voting in the game because the community gets the vote. We're voting on which planet to blow up.
yes.
Yeah, we got 3 different
That's
options.
great.
We're gonna democracy them to
Well,
death.
basically,
Yes, exactly.
all Arrowhead,
exactly.
all Arrowhead has to do is look at Bungie and then do the exact opposite,
Yes.
and they'll be fine.
Yeah,
And then the newest thing, so they had now, and it's been leaked, and people have seen gameplay footage of this or whatever. They had a war bond that they've been working on forever called the Redacted Regiment, which is supposed to put more stealth gameplay into the game.
Oh, cool.
Which they've kind of teased with, well, they already have scout armor, but then with the Halo war bond,
Metal Gear Swedish.
yeah. But with the Halo War Bond, where some of they have suppressed weapons, like they're trying to make that an actual mechanic where suppressed weapons don't alert enemies, and then you have armor where
Are you gonna get a cardboard box?
a what?
A cardboard box?
That'd be cool. That has been memed already.
Just a box.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a box.
I've been
great.
So they officially announced it. They had a trailer. It was on the PlayStation channels, on the Helldivers and Arrowhead channels, on YouTube. Full trailer of everything that was supposed to be releasing. Actually, as we're recording this, it's supposed to come out 2 days from now.
Okay.
They delayed it. They came out and said, "Hey guys, we actually found a key thing that worried us so much we just can't release this content right now." And I'm so happy that Arrowhead listened, because the community has been saying forever, like, please stop releasing content that breaks the game or makes it worse.
Before
The
it's
same
done.
lesson
Yes.
that Silk Song learned,
So yeah,
or that played by.
so
Yeah.
it was wonderful
Release the game when
seeing
it's
just
done.
the amount of people after Arrowhead announced that they were like, yeah, we're sorry that, because they 2 days ago, or it was a day ago, that they announced that they're going to delay it indefinitely. But the community was just like, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You listened to us, because we kept telling you on and time again, please stop releasing content that's going to break the fucking game.
Yeah.
Because it's happened too many times. So instead of, like, a lot of people would expect backlash for them delaying content, instead the community was just like, thank you. You did the right move. We would have been so pissed off if this shit was broken.
Yeah.
So again, good on Arrowhead for owning up, saying, hey, it's just not ready. Even though like it's clearly been in development for months, considering there's already like video of it of people data mining the game and whatever. But clearly they found something that was just like it's just not in a good state. So
That's the way to do it.
yeah, that's the way to do it.
Truly ethical game development in the modern world where we do episodic and piece by piece releases. That's the only ethical way to do it, unless you're okay with actively pissing off your fan base and breaking shit every time.
Well, Arrowhead last summer and end of summer last year, they promised they were just like, hey, well, they basically we were saying they did the exact opposite of what Bungie did.
Yeah.
Whereas Bungie, quote unquote, promised to listen to the community and then didn't. Arrowhead actually listened to the community, and they're like, you guys are right.
Your input.
Yeah, they're like, you guys are right. We have a really large amount of tech debt that we need to fight through.
Yeah.
The game is not where we want it at either as developers. And we're happy that you want us to stop making more content so we can fix the game. And we are going to do exactly what you guys want to do. And Arrowhead has been doing that to their credit.
Awesome.
That's very awesome. I'm really happy to see that.
I imagine they're cleaning up their code base and making things look pretty, whereas I imagine the Destiny code base is like a bramble pit full of razor blades.
Yeah, it's vibe code and spaghetti code just everywhere.
Yeah.
It's that part in
It's those memes where it's like, don't touch this part, and if you do, iterate this counter for every time you fuck something up.
it's that thing in Outer Wilds that's got all the fucking lanternfish in it.
The dark bramble.
Yes. Yeah, but it's I'm really happy to see it because it just shows that those weird Swedes at Arrowhead are just they really want to make the community happy. They love the game themselves. They're not just developers, but they love the game too. It's really, really nice to see that.
That's awesome.
Maybe they broke all of their IKEA furniture during some winter shenanigans and need to replace it all before they can finish working on it.
Enjoy your affordable Swedish crap.
Those Swedes sure know how to give you almost everything you need to build furniture. I joke, but I love IKEA too.
Yeah, it's one of the few places that I can get the fucking meatballs with the jam thing. I don't know. Anyway, I got nothing for that. That was a sentence that started with nowhere to end. Yeah. Benny, tell us about what you've been playing.
Well, real quick though, spoiler alert. I think Penta is the name of the plant that's going to be destroyed in less than 24 hours in Helldivers. So
cool.
I just wanted to squeeze that in there.
Nice.
Stupid automatons.
They deserve to die.
Damn clankers, tinmen,
Rubbits. So I finished Stellar Blade. Which really scratched my scratched the itch for something between like a Souls type and more of like a Nier Automata.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've been playing with the idea of getting it because it looks Nierish.
I wonder if I guess I can't discourage you from it. I think there's a demo. Play the demo first because I don't know how much of a hardcore like Souls type player you are. I've even toyed with whether I could even bring one of those to the podcast. I really liked it. I actually really liked how they implemented their parry mechanic, which was entirely serviceable, as opposed to some other Souls games where I find that like the parry window is so tight that, and I'm not that good that
So tight.
You get a little ASMR with that, like. It's really tight.
God,
how about that?
So fucking tight.
I can't get my voice as deep as Brent's is. Anyway, Stellar Blade was fun. Kind of predictable story, but like fun stuff, fun combat. Yeah. The abilities are entertaining. It's pretty, and I don't mean that in like the lascivious way either. Like you can definitely go that route with that game.
It looks like, pretty fancy.
All right, come on. But my argument is always like, okay. Don't let that discourage you from enjoying a good game.
Yeah.
Because
don't let sexy anime girls.
There's plenty of that. There's plenty of that content that'll get you the rest of the way on the internet. Just play the game for the game.
My daughter is here and she's looking at me very concerned.
Well, I'll pivot off that because I've been playing some other stuff too. I started playing Dome Keeper.
Yes.
Which is a fun little tower defense dealio.
It's like it looks like it's kind of like Minecraft meets tower defense.
Isn't it like more like Terraria? Isn't it Terraria? Is like the 2D. So you kind of have like Terraria.
Terraria.
Terrier
of you guys-
Terrier area.
Have either of you guys had
Vibes.
your whole lives destroyed by Terraria?
I actually haven't played it. I love Minecraft, but I have not played it. But you have some like lightweight or not lightweight, like primarily mining mechanics with like tower defense, like in Space Invaders kind of shooting stuff. It's super fun, and it's kind of fitting into the same genre or the same niche in at least in my library, and maybe with you guys too, that Vampire Survivors and Balatro fill.
Yeah,
where it's like
roguelite.
and like the short, like the quick play time. So like if you want to knock out a round with that, it's a single run. You either extract or you don't. There's actually some extraction shooter mechanics to it as well. Because if you succeed, you get some like permanent benefits that you can take with you into the subsequent runs. So I guess in that way it is very much a roguelite.
Yeah.
But
I wish Dead Cells had that, where like a successful run you could take something with you. I mean, yeah, you can unlock more weapons, but at a certain point it's kind of like you've unlocked them all. Let me carry something over.
And then
as far as like ability or whatever.
Yeah. And I haven't gotten that far into it to see exactly how much meaningful content carries over from run to run, but I still need to Brent's girls are silly. They're being goofballs over here.
I think one of them's
You're
trying
a
to
goofball.
One of them's trying to kill the other one.
Okay,
You're both goofballs.
Hey, you give me a hug. Hi. Say hi.
Hello, governor.
Very nice.
Hi. Hello. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Checking.
No, it's already working. That's why we're recording. All right. All right, get here.
I'll come warm you, child.
Love you, girls.
They're so cute.
They are cute. Different problem. Okay, we have a game.
I
Oh, wait,
wasn't done
no.
talking about Mike Games, Brent.
Sorry.
No, okay, so we were talking.
about
I've been
games.
enjoying Dome Keeper, and then I bought a Steam Deck around Christmas time because I, for a couple of reasons, wanted a non-Switch, fully modular, kind of fully supported for my Steam library, handheld platform.
Got it.
Mostly because it gives me the ability to spend time kind of with my family, like of a night, easily accessible without having to like detach from them.
Yeah.
But I can play about half of my library pretty supportably. So I've been toying around with some of my other games, like a couple of other JRPGs. I think there's one called Chained Echoes or something like that.
Yeah.
I started playing it. It seems very fun. It seems like another one of those like Cosmic Star Heroine or I Am Setsuna or
I just picked it up.
What's the other one that you bought for me? Sea of Stars. Sea of Stars.
Yeah.
These kind of heavy Chrono Trigger influenced games.
Do I need to fucking play that Sea of Stars game? You guys talk about it all the
you
time.
Really
Good.
to. It's fantastic.
Okay, all right.
It's excellent.
I was gonna say if you don't like the combat in Mario RPG though, I wouldn't worry about it because it's very similar.
I like Mario RPG, but I have to play it on mute because that battle music will make me punch
the
a
music
baby.
in Sea of Stars is great.
It's excellent. Will actually. I expect you'll like Sea of Stars a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mitsuda, the guy who did the music for Chrono
Yasunori
Trigger,
Mitsuda?
did some of the
You sons of bitches, not that battle music from Super Mario RPGs. I'm gonna.
But
Someone find me a puppy to kick.
and then I was
I
toying
peed on a
around
kitten
with.
once.
Jesus, what?
Record stops.
I just to
Let's
finish
not
my thoughts,
explain
so we
that.
can,
Let's just keep going. Yeah.
just so I can dismount from this, and then we can move on. Actually, this is going to be a decent segue. But
You could
so
remount
I
if you
played.
wanted.
I was playing a little bit of Chained Echoes. I played a little bit of State of Decay Year One for a little while, just to go back to that. I forgot how hard that game is. But that plays really well on the deck. I need some. I started playing a little bit of Lies of P. It's another Souls type.
that I've looked at it. It's like the Pinocchio.
Yes.
Yeah.
It seems very cool. I kind of like a steampunk Pinocchio take. And so far, like getting through like the first area has been pretty fun. I played it coming right off of Stellar Blade, and all of my instincts for the one game are wrong for the other game. So I was like, okay, I got to get a palate cleanser in here before I go to play this.
Yeah.
And then I started playing the game that we're talking about today on my Steam Deck, and I've been enjoying how well it plays all of those.
Yeah.
So,
which this game also has a fan-made Android port.
is it really?
It does, and it plays exceptionally well on my Odin.
That is very telling that it plays well on your Odin, but plays like shit on the Switch.
Yeah, well, my Odin
Whatever we can do to shit on Nintendo, let's do it.
has like, fucking an 8-fold more powerful CPU than
Oh, well, that's fair.
than the Switch does. But this that's not saying much because the Switch has the same CPU that's in the NVIDIA Shield. Like it's
The Switch can play Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. It should be able to play this game just fine.
and it can sort of play Link's Awakening, kind of. A remake of a game from 1992. It can sort of play.
There was
Kind of. It can kind of play Pokemon games developed for it by people who worked at the company who made the hardware.
Okay, I have to Okay, I will actually come to the defense of Nintendo in this one, because how Link's Awakening worked, the new remake. How they had to artificially put those transitions in, which is actually what causes that frame rate dip.
Yeah.
Because the world itself is loaded, and they have to
The
artificially...
entire thing is loaded simultaneously.
I will say, you know what plays fucking great on the Switch? Nier Automata. And I
didn't know that was on the Switch.
I don't know, it was on the Switch, yeah.
and
Why would you if you have a computer?
I don't know, because I need to buy every copy of Nier Automata that hoves into my field of vision.
Mm-hmm. That tramp stamp of 2B above your ass crack says a lot about how much
I
you love it.
want to know who
I thought he had the Hartford Whale NHL team above his house. So he really had a whale tail.
Yeah, well, they're next to each other. I want to know who they're hiding at SquareSoft who
Turn
can
2B into a mermaid with it.
Oh, it's we don't need to talk about my fantasies.
Sorry, go for it.
I want to know who they're hiding at SquareSoft who can develop competent ports of things, because they only let him out for Nier Automata and then they locked him back up. Okay.
Well, the older Final Fantasy games have some really good ports. Like 8 and 9 are really good ports. And 10 was a really good port for that matter. And then the remasters are really good too.
The Switch 8 port sucks.
Yeah, we don't talk about the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah. I was gonna say the PC ports are good.
Yeah, they're wonderful.
Yeah. No, for sure they are. I can still
maybe that guy they bring out hates Nintendo as much as I do.
I can still get better resolution in 16:9 by just using DuckStation, but and I can sub in high def textures and
Look at me,
Play
I'm
at a
Brent.
higher-
I know how to emulate.
and play at a higher frame rate. But other than that,
One of these days I'm going to be in the newspaper and I'll be in Nippon, and it'll just be like a picture of a shirtless me just beating the shit out of a bunch of people outside of Nintendo headquarters.
In a Godzilla suit, like one of those inflatables.
Yeah.
Miyamoto-san killed by insane foreigner. Okay, we have to move on. Kirk, you brought us a game.
Yes, I did.
Tell us about the game.
Okay, today's game is Hollow Knight. It was released back in 2017, I think February 2017. Developed by Team Cherry.
Yep.
Just insanely small development studio. I think it's like 2 people originally.
Nice.
Australian at that. And they made this game. And and it's now kind of a weird worldwide phenomenon, especially with Silksong.
Delayed reaction much, Brent?
I may have been drinking too much. It took me that long to realize.
Sorry, Kirk.
We just had a bunch of sake before we started.
Yeah.
We're
totally not weebs. We were drinking sake before the episode.
Well, how often do you get to drink like good warm sake?
Ah, so nice, isn't
Yeah,
it?
and, like that was probably the first time in probably 6 years, or maybe even pre-pandemic.
I just sit in front of my TV and drink out of that little thing now.
Oh, really?
It's so good.
I got lazy. I just started buying Baijiu, and then fucking. I know it's not the same thing, but like,
You buy Baijiu? Why do you
or
do
not
that?
Baijiu, soju. Soju.
Jesus! I was like, we need an intervention
Yeah.
right
No,
here,
the
right
poison.
now. Everyone here loves you.
No, I started buying
Soju, yeah.
soju,
That's
yeah.
fine. Yeah.
yeah, like that's fine.
When you drink the Baijiu, you sing the song that tears the world apart, Kirk. Don't do
That
it.
was funny. Did I talk about the time I was at a really nice really nice sushi place and I ordered soju, and they were asking if I wanted like shot glasses with it. I'm like, no, you can just bring the bottle over. It's
Yeah.
fine. And they looked at me like I was fucking insane. And I'm like, how do you people normally drink this? I'm sorry, I'm not 5 foot nothing, 80 some pounds. I'm like 6'1", 6'2", 240. Like
Kirk's like, bring me a funnel.
for real. Like, cause so where we went, like they were like, oh, do you want like little shot glasses for the rest of the table? Cause I was with my family, and I was like,
it's just me.
no. He looked at me like I was crazy. I'm like, all right, well.
We went to a sushi place not terribly long ago, and yeah, they brought out the little sake warmer and 2 glasses, and my wife was just like, I mean, I'll try it because I try it every time, and every time it's horrible. And she tried a little bit of it, and she's like, And I'm like, and so then I just it was like the stereotypical like hard-boiled detective thing with the whiskey glass and the bottle, just like pouring a glass after a glass after a glass, and just like that, but with sake. And I was just sitting there, I was like, I don't know if this is awesome or sad, but I'm gonna go with awesome.
Sake wine is terrible, FYI.
Hey,
I did a wine tasting of that.
there's JJ.
Oh. Well, you go let him in. I'm going to bitch about this for a sec.
Okay, do it. I dare you.
Where the wife and I like to go, they do international wine tastings every month. And one they had sake, like the wine.
Mm-hmm.
Not the normal warmed up,
Right, just
the
like
delightful thing, but like,
the
rice wine,
filtered
basically.
rice
yeah.
wine. Yeah.
Horrible. I admire that she
I
went out of her
agree.
way to try it, because she normally hates trying new things like that, but she did. And she was
I
like,
like
that's not for me.
I like the soju. In fact, I really like the mild, like unfiltered soju, but I do not care for the just pure wine either.
Yeah,
Just not my deal.
Neither do I. I think all of it that we tried. And we tried one of them they had on the list was actually kind of pricey, but it came part of the wine tasting, and it had a really nice sweet taste to it. But it was all just bad, and that's fine. And she, again, I'm really happy. She was like, "Yeah, now I know something about myself today. I don't like sake. I don't like this wine." I'm like, "That's fine, dear. Me either."
That's interesting. I guess so. I've had those, and those just aren't what I associate primarily with
Me neither.
with sake.
Me neither. Yeah,
Like what we drank earlier is definitely more along the lines of
what it's
like,
supposed to be.
If
yeah.
you drank that, like the filtered, like highly refined rice wine and warmed it up, it would taste like hot shit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No, it's JJ.
Yay!
So hey, our friend JJ is here. Say hi, JJ.
Hello, everyone.
Sit up.
And
You have to-
hold on.
You have to say it more into the mic.
All right. Hello, everyone. How
There
are
you go. That's good. Now say it softer.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing today?
Now say it sexier.
Oh my. How are you doing?
Now touch yourself. Now choke me while you do it. Okay, anyway.
Well, that was the next step anyway. You didn't have to tell me that.
Do I have to lean like super far into this?
I'd probably get at least like right here.
I try to be within about a foot of my.
Yeah, I don't know what he has the
Face
threshold
close.
set at, but like
Yeah, it's like a 4 or 5 out of 10.
Pretty intimate with you over here, Kirkle.
we're like best friends, right?
I know. You get real close to the mic.
Like I was telling the guys, like the story behind this T-shirt, I bought it because of you.
Aww.
We were sitting at Old Chicago and he kept playing fucking like thrash metal on the jukebox, and I was just like, I'm gonna buy this T-shirt because
Yeah. Typically, I don't want to be that guy, but it was my birthday, so I mean, like, people understood. They're like, "Well, I get it.
That's fair. Yeah, a lot of people are just like, "Oh, this is
What
birthday."
the hell is going? What the hell is this music?"
Yeah.
I'm like,
Meanwhile, he's playing like Necro Goblin and shit. And,
I
like,
wish they didn't
were
have
you
it on there.
What were you? You were playing metal music.
I
for-
played the first half of Blood Incantation's Absolute Elsewhere. To be fair, if you listen to that album, it's not that bad. It's not that bad for like public consumption, in my opinion.
So here's the thing.
Sounds bad.
For our devoted listener, the thing with this podcast is JJ has more personality than the three of us put together.
Nah, it's true. I don't think so.
So what's going to happen is everyone's just going to be like, well, why doesn't JJ just have his own podcast instead of these fucking nerds?
That's what I've been asking for years.
Yeah, no.
I thought about it. Wouldn't be me though, because that'd be weird just talking by yourself. It's awkward. Who wants to listen to that?
I'll
I
talk
would
with
listen
you.
to your
I would
podcast.
listen. I would listen.
I don't know if I would.
I'll sit there and go,
These are certainly opinions you're having, JJ.
just be my old hillbilly self.
Once a week, I'm sure I'd just be like, I knew it.
I knew it.
All right,
Damn bastard.
Kirk, tell us about
Well, hold on. JJ, we're talking about a game. We're talking about Hollow Knight. Have you played Hollow Knight?
So this game, I have quite the history with it.
Sweet.
So let me break it down for you. For Christmas, Kirk bought me this game.
I did.
Wait, this Christmas?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
He didn't have it. I think it was only like $6 or something.
Yeah, it's usually crazy cheap.
And all of its DLC comes included with it. It's like
Yeah.
because the game's almost 10 years old now.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But he bought it for me for Christmas, and that's my story.
Have you installed it?
Not yet,
Okay.
but I will. I found out you guys were doing Hollow Knight today when I texted you on the way over.
This is
I'm like, well, I might have installed it last night if I hadn't.
this is fair. This is fair.
I do plan on playing it. Thank you, by the way.
You will like it, I
Spoiler-
suspect.
Spoiler alert. I think it's pretty nifty.
Ooh. So we got Nifty. I mean, it's good enough for Kirk to buy it for me. So
That's true. That's
He
my
must think
official
good things.
review.
It's like we talked about Shovel Knight on the podcast, and you love Shovel Knight, don't
Oh
you?
yeah.
I think it was actually him that got me involved in
Oh,
Shovel
that
Shovel
makes
Knight's
sense.
fantastic.
When I was
Yeah.
couch crashing on your couch
It-
when I first moved to Kansas City.
Hollow Knight has one of the best downward attacks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's not
totally.
quite Shovel Knight great, but it's
Still pretty good.
And
Yeah.
it wasn't stolen from any video game at all.
No, certainly not. Was
Nope.
it DuckTales?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, DuckTales. That's
So
good.
fun fact, this is because I wasn't on the podcast to talk about it.
Wow, fucking
Right
shade.
out of the gate. Right out of the gate.
I wasn't here to correct these fucking morons.
Uninformed simpletons.
You goddamn plebeians.
Bring us up to speed.
Tell us what we missed.
I don't. You might have talked about, but I don't know. I would listen to
I
it.
love the start, and then he's like, I don't know. You might have.
You fuckers never touched on it. I mean, it was a long time ago when I listened to it. So
Yeah. No, you're fine. You're fine.
I don't even remember.
It was the guy that made the music for it, Jake Kaufman. He
Yeah.
also did the music for the DuckTales remaster game.
That's sick as hell.
Oh shit!
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. So I'm like, well, it's
I'm-
very.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure that didn't come up. That's fantastic.
No, that certainly didn't. That is really cool.
I freaking love me some Jake Kaufman, man. That guy's great.
I like the Kaufman Stadium.
Yeah.
JJ's over here throwing fastballs, and you're drilling him into the catcher's nutsack, dude.
He threw a screwball, and I just twisted myself into the ground. Yeah, no, I got it.
Oh, me nuts. Oh.
Okay.
Yep.
Kirkelstein, tell me about this game.
Yeah, just another quick recap because JJ jumped in here kind of late. Hollow Knight.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah.
Released in February 2017, so it's almost 10 years old now.
Yep.
Big smash hit. Developed by Team Cherry.
Right.
Very, 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 very tiny development group out of Australia. I think it originally started as 1 or 2 people.
Right.
It's got a little bit bigger, but still most people consider it just being like the 1 or 2 people.
Right. Very indie.
The game takes place in an area called Hollow Nest, if I remember correctly.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's the name of the kingdom. It is a kind of a monarchy kind of situation.
Yep.
And the whole plot is your protagonist. You're just called the Knight. And to kind of set it up, it's a kind of a insectoid, very beetle heavy, cartoony, almost like a Bug's Life kind of culture, really, in a weird kind of way, but way darker than that.
And less Kevin Spacey.
Which is good. Which is good.
Was that Ants or a Bug's Life?
No, that was Bug's Life.
Thanks.
Yeah,
He was Hopper.
He was the Hopper. Yeah.
Oh, fuck, he was Hopper.
Yeah.
Great actor.
I hear it now. I think it was on Freeform the other day. I think the wife was watching it.
Fucking Kevin Spacey.
Fucking Kevin Spacey.
Lots of small children did.
So the problem with this, it's kind of
Jesus.
I got to keep this train going.
Buy some children from that guy.
Please, no more.
Gross.
So what has happened? This kingdom, it's obviously, or kind of a dystopian kind of monarchy, but there really is no monarchy, quote unquote. Most of the leadership is dead or captured for the most part. What is happening is every once in a while there's like this infection that comes about that escapes out of its captivity and starts taking over the minds of the inhabitants of Hollow Nest and the various little sub areas that inhabit it. And what historically has happened is the Knight or the Hollow Knight comes and I don't know if it's happened only the one time. My memory is kind of fuzzy on that, but basically the Hollow Knight or the Knight imprisons it in like a magical, what's called the Dark Egg,
right,
inside the Dark Temple, or I think I might have that backwards. But basically to seal this infection away, so the inhabitants can maintain their autonomy and their own free will and continue on with their lives. And where this infection came from is from either a being or beings of moth-like creatures called the Radiants.
Yep.
And that's how it originally came to this kingdom, which is kind of responsible for its initial ruin because it was a very, very grand kingdom. Think of like, what's Minas Tirith and Lord of the Rings? Huge, well-established, well-respected kingdom that just came collapsing down because this infection just kind of fucking ruined everything. And even the monarchy at the time, even though for the most part well-to-do, like went very righteous, just couldn't stop it. And then obviously as its own people kind of revolted and rioted, became even crazier. And that was kind of the history, but in this game, it's not really well established. That's why your character is there,
right?
To,
but you get
to capture the infection again. But it's kind of implied at the same time.
Basically, it's Ori and the Blind Forest, but good.
Yes,
and you get that. You get the vibe that Kirk was talking about as you play through. You encounter like it's degraded and it's fallen to ruin.
Yeah.
But you encounter the ruins of something that was clearly pretty magnificent once upon a time. Yeah. Like the architecture, very much like Kirk said, like Minas Tirith, but imagine with like some modern amenities, like technology, like there's like cable cars almost. Yeah. And there's
shitters.
Toilets.
Shitter was full.
We got shitters. We got shitters on every corner.
It's a good level.
What's the name of the city that's like half flooded? That you get, it's like bottom right. Jesus Christ. It's like bottom right of the map.
I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm sorry.
But it's like
I didn't get that.
you get there and you're just like, oh my God, like this truly was like this like incredible civilization. Because there's like
it's very sprawling. It's got elevators. It's chain elevators that
Yeah,
there's
it's-
counterweights.
There's a
it's-
railway.
yeah, it's very like street lamps and like it's very like almost like steampunky.
Yeah.
You know what I
so
realized?
imagine Minas Tirith with that technology, but also kind of dilapidated at the same time. Like clearly, this kingdom fell to ruin. It's still functional for the most part, but really, no one is ruining it or upkeep, or it's in ruins and no one's really upkeeping it anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I realized after, like, it took me way too long, but that, you know, like after you exit the first area, like when you exit the city of Hollow Nest, like the surface area, and you go down into into the tunnels and you head left, and you hit that big shaft of that big open shaft. Brent has hit big shafts, but they were different than this.
that was.
And then I realized
college was exciting.
you look at, like, because it's a beautiful game.
Just trying to find myself, man.
Yeah,
So it's a beautiful game, and like the backgrounds that you don't interact with are still like very, and it exercises the use of like that parallax feature really nicely as things like shift between the foreground and the background. But it's beautiful, and I realized that's a massive freight elevator that's just become defunct.
yes,
But like it's so beautiful that like they've used the infrastructure that has fallen to ruin as like part of the setting, and it's really, so it's like this mixed like lost society industrial fusion, like the post-apocalyptic, but like industrial as well. It's very neat.
Well, and so when we were talking in a previous episode about like what parallax was, the example that we came to as like the best example of how to do it really super well was Hollow Knight. Because Hollow Knight is actually, it's really odd in the realm of 2D side-scrolling Metroidvania type games, in that it was actually built in a 3D engine. And
Was it Hollow Knight or was it Shovel Knight that we talked about it? Because we talked about that during Limbo.
Yeah. No, it was Hollow Knight, because I remember talking about one of the cool things about Hollow Knight is they built it in a 3D engine, and so the way the graphics actually operate is that it is literally a 3D space with a fixed camera pointed at the character with layers of 2D art passing back and forth between it. It's exactly the words that we use to talk about parallax, but created in real space, which isn't typically how parallax functions in actual games. But it is aggressively gorgeous. It's one of the most beautiful games.
Was it Limbo or was it Mario that we talked about the parallax? But either way, like that would be a kind of a revolutionary way to implement that, as opposed to just like moving two pieces of graphics at different speeds as you move through.
Yeah.
Which is how the Mario background would work.
Yeah. Kirkelstein, what was your first, like, how did you come to Hollow Knight?
I honestly don't remember. It's kind of funny because it's one of those things where I'm like, oh, it was probably something JJ got me into, but then it's like he didn't own the game. And I actually just recently bought it for him, so how the hell did I get into this game that I love so dearly? I honestly just don't remember anymore.
Probably word of mouth.
It might have been word of mouth.
It feels like it's such a ubiquitous title. It's like one of the like pillars of like indie gaming.
Yeah, but I
Oh,
feel
for
like
sure.
but that's because it's got like it has the benefit of time and reputation behind it. But at the time, I remember it was like kind of like a seething member of the indie.
I'll show you my seating number.
You know what?
Don't keep us waiting.
Podcast over. We've peaked. It's done. Nothing else is needed at this point.
This is why I always say you guys should have video too.
Zip.
Hey, join our Patreon so you can see our fucking cocks.
This is why we need to be on Pornhub. I keep saying.
We'll release every single one of your episodes on Pornhub.
But I don't.
As YouTube.
I don't want our fans to have to fucking age verify. Just to, like that's so
that's
stupid.
true.
I live in the Bible Belt. I can't watch you guys. I'll put my ID in there. I don't trust government. Not one bit.
Come back, Gay Pride Parade.
Come back.
Take me with you, Gay Pride Parade.
Release me from my torment.
I'll miss you most of all, energetic Puerto Rican only wearing a cock sock.
So that was Hollow Knight.
Hey everybody, Future Brent here. I just wanted to clarify, I'm not that funny. That is a bit from a Patton Oswalt special. So please go listen to Patton Oswalt. He's amazing. In no way am I that funny. Okay, back to the guys.
Oh shit! All I was trying to get at was that I feel like it was like this awareness in the indie community for a while, and like
Yes.
people were talking about it, but it hadn't reached that reputation globally yet.
Yeah.
But you're the kind of person, Kirk, that would like be picking up on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I do credit this game for really driving home that you don't need a huge cocksock. You don't really need a huge like triple A studio. Thanks,
Right.
man. To make a great game.
Yeah.
You don't. You can have a team of a couple of people and still just fucking knock it out of the park. You look at games like, well, I mean, the teams are a little bigger, but like Castle Crashers or Shovel Knight, they broke
We've
right.
been talking about Signalis. That's two chicks.
I just-
did that whole game.
I just bought that. I need to start playing it, but I'm really
So
excited for it. But like all these games,
These games have proven that it's all about substance.
Right.
Like you
the
can
ones
have
that we rave about have small teams.
Yes, yeah. It's just it goes to show again, and I'm happy that we have the technology and the platforms available to us that are starting to show these giant dumbass companies like
Yes.
you can have a development team of 300 people, but still fall flat on your fucking face if the game doesn't do or mean shit.
Yes.
The game needs to have meaning. It needs to have substance. It needs to actually inspire somebody.
Yes.
Well, that's
Like-
why.
You keep pumping out this bullshit like fucking Black Ops games every goddamn November, and it's like, yeah, sure, you're gonna find the same COD bros who are gonna buy the same shit over and over and over again.
For real.
But even then, I'm so happy because there was such a backlash against the newest one I talked about on TMIG, where
Yeah.
even like COD bros are just like, this is bad.
Yeah.
This is bad. It's like you got to stop with this cookie cutter bullshit and actually make a game of fucking substance. And that's why I love these smaller studios that come out with these
Yes.
little games. You know, we talked about your Vampire Survivors and Blotro, very just tiny amounts of people, because all those games have substance. They have love, heart.
And at least they're doing it, because I worry. Well, I guess I don't have to worry about the entire gaming industry or the future of games existing, because people will make them on their own. Yep. Clearly, that's part of it. But you know, some of the games that made us, that we've talked about, like, and I don't mean like games that made us TM, but like I mean like the games that were formative for us. At one point, what's that?
Are you trademarked yet?
No.
Fuck no.
God, no.
At
We're
a certain
not
point,
cool enough. No.
Oh, damn.
at a certain point,
Somebody's going to patent troll us. Somebody's going to fucking...
well, shit, we gotta
Oh my god.
Crow Cage, get on it.
we gotta get on that shit.
Quick legal people that watch or listen to the show, if you can, be sure to reserve us a copyright.
There's not a single legal person that watches this show.
There's not a single...
Legal, I know you're in our listenership.
Watches the show. Single person who watches the
Okay.
show.
That's true. And you.
I mean,
You, yeah.
yeah.
Few.
Yeah.
Friends, loved ones. Oddly enough, some people from Australia. That's cool.
Yeah. They'll be excited. We're talking about a fucking Aussie game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we should have had some VB to drink during it.
Oh, yeah. I do love Victoria better.
But just my thought before I lose my train of thoughts, I've been holding it, and then I'm gonna piss out my thoughts all over the place.
All over my face.
At a certain point, we've covered several AAA titles. Like especially Kirk and I have covered a lot of like big names. Like Halo is as AAA as it gets at a certain point.
Until Kiki Wolfkill fucking ran it right into the ground.
Nothing good can last. But
It's true.
I suspect that we have not been afraid of picking the occasional game that made us, formative game, even as we get into our 30s and like late 30s. That was from more modern years. We touched on some of those. We did Cosmic Star Heroine. Yep. I picked Outer Wilds. Kirk has picked a couple as well.
Mechanicus.
Yeah, exactly. Like we picked some that were more recent.
Shovel Knight, even.
All of these are going to be and have been indie games.
Yeah.
Like Outer Wilds was developed starting out as a thesis, as like a doctoral thesis, and all these were indie games. And I suspect that
nerds,
a lot of like kids will develop the games that made the kids these days will probably be indie games as often as they're AAA. You know, there's not going to be. They're not going to be. Speaking of skateboards, they're not going to be your Tony Hawk's Pro Skaters is.
Then he just puts on a backwards baseball cap. It's just like, fuck yeah, I rule. Skateboards out of here.
You do rule.
Let's go skateboard, fellow kids.
Yes.
It's like, I don't need this insipid fucking dumbass
Wait,
podcast.
officer, you don't understand.
Put your pants back on, sir.
So anyway, that's all I was trying to say is like, I think indie is going to be a big future for how people form as gamers.
On
Limbo.
On the Discord.
Limbo. I think we didn't mention Limbo.
Yeah.
Limbo should be.
Yeah.
On the Discord, I was not joking when I posted the meme that I made that had the orc from Lord of the Rings that was like, the age of AAA is over. The age of indie gaming is at hand.
And I'm okay with that because it seems like AAA companies just keep fumbling time and time and time again. I'm happy to see, like, because I mentioned earlier, Arrowhead doing the right thing. Not, I wouldn't necessarily call Arrowhead AAA, but they're definitely notable. And then turning around and being like, "Hey guys, we know we did the trailer and all that, like I was saying earlier, but we're just not going to do it. We're
smaller than like Bungie, right?
Yeah,
like by comparison, they're almost more of a AA kind of studio.
But I'm just happy you're starting to see more companies just saying, "Hey, you know what? It's just not ready."
Yeah.
Like we just would prefer, like, we know we gave you this date, we're just not going to do it.
It makes me sad that AAA won't be viable because of greed.
Yes. When fucking EA got bought by the Saudis, I'm like, that tracks.
Because the thing is...
and nothing of value was lost.
Yeah, because there's literally nothing.
Well, okay, I mean, in EA's case, but like, what about like BioWare or like some, or, you know, not like these companies that like CD Projekt Red, if it became, I mean, it's already kind of problematic, but like you could lose.
Aren't they getting purchased?
Probably, but you could lose major things
by Microsoft. Oh boy,
you could lose real things to that kind of that direction.
Well, and I think that's why it's important. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
My last thing, I promise, was that like AAA comes along with a lot of power in terms of development. Like clout. Like you can just make bigger, shinier things with a big studio with a lot of technology at its fingers. And I'm not saying that small studios can't, but like Bethesda, okay, maybe that's a great example.
Yeah.
You're not going to build games as complex as they make, as big as they make, with a smaller team.
Well, and I guess my point is I don't like that. Like I don't shed a tear for a game with, I won't be able to get a game with as many systems as some of the later Fallouts. I don't want that many systems. I don't like those games.
Well, so then we're talking about individual preferences or value, because I do value that. I love Bethesda as the company that made some of my favorite titles, and I don't want them. I hope that The Elder Scrolls 6 is great.
Absolutely. And
you know?
And I think that's a perfectly rational thing to say. I'm just saying, like, for me personally, I don't shed any tears for the apparent fall of the AAA gaming industry. And as much as you might go, well, I like that. Okay, let's do it this way. Let's talk about the fall of the big studio system of film in the 50s and 60s and what that led to in the 70s and 80s. If I asked you right now, like, hey, you can have another Fallout that you really like, or another Elder Scrolls that you really like, or you can have 30 Outer Wilds games of that caliber. I don't want to speak for you, but I guess I would think you would pick the second one.
I would call that a false dichotomy in a world that, in not a perfect world either, but a reasonable world.
Fair.
That's all I would say about that.
Yeah.
Is that it's, yes, if you force gun to my head, yes, that's my answer. But I hope that the world can be a little bit more of a shade of gray, and we can have a little bit of both.
Well, and
I hope that some big companies aren't total monsters and don't ruin some of the things I love. I guess that's all I'm saying.
and
I'm actually done. I want to talk more about Hollow Knight.
No, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
No, this is a great argument. I don't know if Bethesda was necessarily the best example because I think there's a difference between like Bethesda with Elder Scrolls and then Bethesda with like Doom. You know, I really think that those are damn near two different companies. Even though it's the same company, it just
Might have been.
feels
Well,
like
I mean,
it's
like
no, that's really fair.
yeah.
It's like Konami with their
Well,
terrible fucking games that they put out, and then also the one guy in the back who's cranking out TurboGrafx ROMs for the fucking
What about
Switch
our
and Wii
slot
U.
machines?
like the Elder Scrolls games, it's so hilarious. You look at those games and it's like damn near held together by community mods.
Yes.
That's Bethesda. And then on the exact opposite end of the spectrum is another Bethesda game, which is Doom, which is so insanely optimized it could play on a potato. Like, it's so... I don't know.
It's almost like it's not even the same teams.
Well, and some things go...
Yeah, but you know what? It's still the same company, though, is what I'm saying. So I don't know if saying specifically... Like, just using Umbrella Bethesda was a good example, but I get it.
Even team to team, things can be different because Assassin's Creed Mirage was trash.
Yeah.
And Assassin's Creed Shadows actually plays really nicely.
Yeah.
That's, in my opinion, a pretty good game.
Assassin's Creed Unity was garbage. Fuck you.
Assassin's Creed Unity is trash.
Thank you.
It's my least favorite of all of them.
Yeah,
I hate that game,
everyone
actually.
hates it.
I hate that game.
Oh, did you hear they're remaking Black Flag?
No, but that's cool.
Yeah, that is very fucking cool. Frank's raising his hand.
I would just like to raise my hand and say, this is not a brag. This isn't me like some sort of weird like gaming hipster. This is
You've never played one?
I've never played an Assassin's Creed game.
Me
I knew
either.
where you're going.
Okay, thank you. I would like to. I probably should.
There are some that are excellent. Okay. Point of order, we are going to play Assassin's Creed 2 at some point for the podcast.
Okay.
Because it's an excellent entry.
Awesome.
It's kind of the ideal of the
This
genre.
is part of what I love about this podcast is it forces me to play games that I would not otherwise play.
I had to challenge myself with this game too because I struggle with platformers.
Yeah.
And as I played, my opinion,
Tough platformer.
I'm glad that I played
Today's
more.
game is like the hardest platformer.
Yeah.
Well, besides Super Meat Boy, but
I'm glad that I kept playing before I regurgitated some of the notes I kept of my own for this game because as I built some skill, I feel slightly less bitter towards this game.
Yeah.
All right, please talk more about
Yes,
this. I
tell
don't
us
need to talk as much as
Okay.
I have been.
real quick though, Assassin's Creed 2 is a really good game. I like 3 more, even though I think the story is garbage. I think the gameplay in 3 was better than
Agreed.
2. But
Fully-
the story in 2 was better than the story in 3.
Fully agree.
Thank you. Anyway,
Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight, yeah. So I already told you the plot. So it's obviously a very heavy platformer. It is absolutely Metroidvania to the very core.
Yeah.
Where you have huge areas that you are encouraged to explore. There is no just like directional arrow that says you need to go this way.
Nope.
This game absolutely is not that. It highly encourages you to just wing it
Yeah.
and run place to place. While
I did struggle with that a little bit, by the way.
yes, because some areas are like, well, just like in Super Metroid or whatever, it's some things are just kind of really well hidden from you, and that's done deliberately.
And so, real quick, just go back and listen to my commentary on our episode on Super Metroid, where I was just like, I love platformers. Platformers are great, and I don't mind. I'm not afraid of a challenging platformer, but I hate Metroidvanias. Mm-hmm. All my problems with this game come from exactly what Kirk's talking about, and it's just a genre thing. It's just I just don't I don't like games that are this open. I want somebody to point me in a direction.
And you'd think that a game like this, a weird perfectionist like myself, when I play games, would just not be my thing, because when you have to explore so extensively, that it would just drive me crazy.
Yeah.
This one does not, just like Super Metroid. I think they do that intentionally because there are a lot of story elements that you run into almost by accident while you're trying to explore how to get out of each individual place, and you meet NPCs and characters that if you had an arrow telling you where to go, it just wouldn't be as fun, because it's better to run into these people more organically than it is.
Feel extreme, and I know it's intentional the way that it's built, but it does feel so organic.
Kirk, I completely agree with you about why they've chosen to do things. The one thing that I would change to make figuring things out a little bit easier, I wish there was a journal that didn't give me objectives or like endpoints to get to, but that would chronicle what I'd already done, and maybe describe the things that I had experienced,
like
and maybe
Baldur's
even
Gate has,
and maybe even
Outer Wilds does a pretty good job of that.
Yeah, that's true. Shut up, Brent.
Stop trying to make Baldur's Gate a thing. It's not going to be a thing.
Baldur's Gate is so popular. So many people like that game. It's just you two fuckers.
Baldur's Gate 3, man.
I would like to play it. Okay.
I need
Sorry.
to. The only thing I was going to say, like, just like, even if it's in like a cryptic format, like, because they do kind of give you like hints at what's going on in the world around you and like things that are happening. So I wouldn't want to have a point A to point B direction on every new stage.
No.
But at least like I'd want to know the overall framework so I could make intelligent decisions, because I found myself wandering a lot.
The NPCs
a lot of
do
wandering.
Some of the NPCs, especially in Dirtmouth, which is like the initial little town you
Yeah.
get into. There's an old man there who kind of hints at where you should be at, like, oh, you need to be in or check out the Royal Waterways, or go back to
The Royal Waterways. That's exactly where I was thinking of.
That's not in the very bottom right of the map.
No, is it not? Okay.
No,
Never
no.
mind. Okay.
There's like the Hive and the Abyss and all that shit. That's
There's
like
a town in the bottom right somewhere.
you're a town in the bottom right somewhere.
Okay. No, I actually, Benny, that's fucking brilliant. That's exactly what I want for this game, because it is just not quite pick up and play enough for me, because I'm very much like, I'll walk away from a game for 2-3 days and I'll come back and I'll forget where I was. Yeah. And just like that's a great compromise of just like, hey, here's your diary of all the things that you have, and I could go back and read it and go, okay,
Correct.
this is where I need
I
to go.
do agree with you guys.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
But where I think
Without spoiling
game-
the discovery.
Yeah. But, and we have this discussion in the past. The reason why I was able to overlook that kind of thing is, we've talked about it so many times, is atmosphere.
Oh my God.
This
yes.
game is like Dead Space level of just atmospheric perfection.
For sure.
Where no matter how many times I go to an area trying to search for my way out, or for the next thing, or the next power up, the next charm, whatever, I can forgive it because the atmosphere is just so fucking awesome.
Yes.
And every little area is going to be a little bit different, or is going to have a different, unique, combat style you need to think about due to the enemies. And then, later on in the game, you'll revisit the same area, but the enemies are a little more aggressive, or a little bit different, or have a little bit crazier tactics. It's because of the infection as it spreads through this world.
And you have to like revisit with different abilities to get things that you couldn't get to earlier.
So that's why not having that arrow, so to speak, or that journal for me is kind of forgiving, because then I get to experience a lot of that potential nonsense that maybe I wouldn't have been able to experience if I knew exactly where to go.
This game, and so like it's something I had mentioned, I think it was on last episode, I talked about like how one of my favorite like aesthetics is like comfortably creepy. Like I like the aesthetic of a thing that it's like I go into and it's just like uncomfortable, but in a way that's not like it's horror themed, but it's not scary.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
And-
outright cuteness in this game.
Yes. And like that's why I love Limbo. That's why I love Balatro. Hollow Knight has that, and it has it in fucking spades. It's a beautiful game, and it's a beautiful game in a very like uncomfortable, set your teeth on edge kind of way. And I love it. The music, the visuals, just it's so
I often refer to its music as, I've said it in other episodes, this game in particular, I refer to it as hauntingly beautiful.
oh my god,
You're
absolutely
hauntingly beautiful.
Thanks, man. Appreciate
Aw.
that.
Aww.
You all are.
Aw.
We're all about positivity here on the Games That Made Us podcast.
Take your hand away from there, JJ.
Man, you don't-
Take your hand away from there.
Oh,
JJ,
so
put
what's
your
the,
hand over here.
The,
well, okay.
the guy that's the taxi. What the
Oh, I
beetle
love
guy.
him.
The gruff kind of Strider
Yes.
beetle.
Yeah.
I love him.
He is so cute.
Yeah.
I made a point of leaving him at one of the other points so that I could go back to Dirtmouth and then summon him so I could show my wife him
Yes.
like rolling up to the station and like skidding to a stop because he's so goddamn cute.
He is.
And then the way he gallops like a puppy is so charming. I love it.
The whole, all the character designs are so cool. Like Hornet, who obviously is the hero of the sequel.
Silk Song, yeah.
is just like such a like. If you're ever looking for like a Richard Scarry like study in how a few lines can develop a character so well. Like she's such a simple character design, but it's just like, wow, that's striking. Wow, that's really cool.
Wally.
Wally.
Yes.
could see
That's what
a
I refer to
still-
that as very
Yeah.
Wally-ian.
Yeah.
You
Or,
could see a still image and kind of know what she's all about.
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. And I remember the first time I like wandered, because she's in that like green space in the top left of the map, and you wander in there. And again, like kind of what Kirk was saying, right? About how like you sort of stumble into a lot of the encounters. The first time I encountered her, I was like, oh my God, like this is like, she's so fucking good. Like I was like, and I did have the thought, I was like, I think I'd rather be playing as her.
Yeah.
She's so compelling.
Right. And it's like,
Her little needle.
I was kind of hoping that they would have eventually would have made a DLC where it would have shown what she was doing as all of this was happening.
yeah.
Silk Song, the game, is obviously different, but I still, maybe they just didn't have time, because they did release a lot of DLCs for Hollow Knight, and this would take a lot more work. What is everyone laughing about?
Nothing.
Brent
Oh.
poisoned himself over there.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a bit.
Too much
This
Popeye.
feels very much like our suggestion for Shield Knight being like
Yes,
a
yes,
character where
obviously,
it would have
like,
to be a whole thing.
Yes, absolutely. I still think it would have been really interesting to, if not have like gameplay of being able to do what she was doing, but at least, like you guys were saying, maybe like a journal where
Yeah.
not only was telling you where to go, but maybe also
That would be really
come across
cool,
clues where that would be like,
pages
oh,
out of her journal.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
you come
yeah.
across.
that would be really neat too.
Yeah,
'cause I was
yeah.
always kind of curious, like, clearly she was doing shit in the background that we just didn't know about.
I really love, by the way, and we'll get to audio later, but I really love, by the way, they had a Japanese voice actor do her voice. And they're so all the voice acting in this game is nonsense language, right? It's not anything.
It's the weird bug insect.
It's
language
yeah,
of Hollow Knight.
yeah, Bapanada.
Yeah.
Right. And
Fucking moon runes.
but I love
Damn moon runs, dude.
I love having her have a Japanese voice actor because there's just something subtle about the stuff that she says that is different than the other characters. There's like a little, And again, it's just syllables. It doesn't mean anything, but there's just something about her that feels different.
All right, you've looked at Rule 34, okay? We get it. We get it.
Or if you're me, it's rule, then what? Just insert number here that I'll get wrong.
That's right. Call back to earlier episode where Kirk said every number except 34.
Yeah.
What's
the Nazi rule? No, don't tell me.
No. But no, I think that was so clever because again, she's just I don't know. She's my favorite NPC in this game.
I see why there was so much demand and why they followed up this game with Silk Song.
Yeah.
Why she was compelling enough to be worth a game.
Yeah.
Well,
I see that.
They had to do something anyways because if you get like the true ending of the game, you kind of understand why they couldn't continue on with the knight as the character. It wouldn't work, especially canonically. And I mean like the true ending, not like where you defeat the current Hollow Knight. Like I mean like you go into his dreams and fight the Radiance, like the original Radiance moth that creates the infection to begin with, which is a insanely hard boss fight.
Yeah.
Which you can only get to if you've like really have upgraded the weapon, the nail, to its full extent, and a bunch of other shit has to happen too. But even if you were to continue it canonically after that fight, it just wouldn't make sense for the knight to continue. But Hornet, yeah, because it's actually because of Hornet is the reason why you're able to do that in the first place. So having that story continue on makes a lot of sense.
And just for the benefit of our fan, I have not finished this game because I'm not good enough to finish this game.
It's hard. That's
true.
Yeah,
thank you, Jade.
I will.
Hey everybody, Future Brent here. We're going to go ahead and cut this episode short at this point, and we'll come back in 2 weeks to hear the guys discuss the gameplay and aesthetics of Hollow Knight. If you like what we're doing, please check us out on Discord, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, obviously, and anywhere else fine podcasts are sold. And with that, bye! Like
12-ounce mouse. That was for me. That was my favorite.
12-ounce mouse. Yeah.
Because I've watched it sober, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Drinky Crow is that way too, where I'm like, I watch it and I'm just like,
Drinky Crow.
I watch that show now and I'm like, it's not that I don't like it, but I don't understand why I loved it in college. You know what I mean?
It was called drugs. That's why.
You're in an altered state, sir.
Okay, yeah. You know, when you say it that way, it is pretty obvious.